definitely has what it takes, but has been short of runs. Hopefully, in home conditions, he can contribute towards his team's success because that is something that UAE desperately want. Some success in this ODI format to keep their hopes alive of getting into the top four and then going into the qualifiers as well. Well, talking about the conditions here, we know how it can be testing in the first hour or so, Neil. Side in the ODI format, the left-arm spinner Simranjeet Singh, Haider Ali, Shoaib Khan, Mohammad Shadad, Aryan Sharma, Harshit Kaushik, Junaid Siddiqui and Mohammad Rohit. 5 debutants in this UAE playing 11 will be playing their first one-day international. However, you might have seen them, quite a few familiar faces. Haider Ali has already played. Harshit Kaushik also has been a regular part of the UAE setup in the T20I format. And about talking about USA, unchanged playing 11 for USA in this game. And watch out for, of course, their captain Monang Patel, who missed out on a big score, but you can't keep him away from action for far too long. He will be raring to go alongside Saurabh Netrawalkar with the ball in his hand. We all know what he can do, and he can be quite dangerous with the new ball up front, and we'll be seeing him in action pretty soon. The regular setup, like I said, no changes from the previous game against Nepal. The winning combination continues for USA in this game against UAE, and just the right time to introduce my co-commentator in the comm box today, Neil Oja. Neil, welcome. Good morning. Exciting matchup this between UAE and USA.
Thank you so much, Shoaib. Indeed, a game where both the captains have got what they wanted to. UAE skipper Rahul Chopra mentioned that he wanted to bat first on this bright morning here at Dubai. Ball number 1 to start.
Well, first ball and almost in the air, and Saurabh Netrawalkar almost got his first wicket. Alishan Sharfu opening the innings today for UAE, and he'll have a big role to play. Has been in prolific form, Alishan Sharfu, in the T20 format, was amongst the runs played against some top sides in the Asia Cup, helped UAE in their qualification for the T20 World Cup earlier this month in Oman. So he definitely holds a key here, Neil.
Well, no doubts about it. He is one of those lads who has come up the ranks from age group cricket, understands the conditions, the surface and the expectations on him.
First runs on the board. Important that he adapts to this format, isn't it, Neil? Because T20 and ODI, two different formats, two different expectations, and you need to adapt to them quickly.
Well, no doubts about it. The adaptation mindset is crucial for both these youngsters. In fact, Aryan Sharma as well, another cricketer who's come up from the age group cricket, played the Under-19 World Cup. Aryan Sharma. So has Alishan Sharfu for UAE. A classic example of how homegrown talent has been developed and now wearing the national colours and trying to get the team into the World Cup. Aryan Sharma on strike.
Yeah, he's been around the UAE team for some time now, Aryan Sharma, and as you rightly pointed out, has played all his cricket in the UAE, homegrown cricketer, as you would like to call him. Made his debut way back a couple of years ago in 2023 against Jersey. And he's technically very sound, isn't it?
Well, he definitely is. We've seen him go from strength to strength, from someone who used to weigh maybe a few pounds extra to this lean, fit lad who's given up on samosas. He has definitely shown a lot of promise for what his skills are. Aryansh, not easy to keep and to open the batting, but he's done that successfully at multiple occasions.
He also has that rare feat of scoring a 50 in his first T20 international against New Zealand. So definitely has what it takes, but has been short of runs. Hopefully in home conditions he can contribute towards his team's success, because that is something that UAE desperately want. Some success in this ODI format to keep their hopes alive of getting into the top four and then going into the qualifiers as well. Well, talking about the conditions here, we know how it can be testing in the first hour or so, Neil. What do you make of the toss and the decision from USA to bowl first?
Well, USA definitely opting to bowl first based on their experience of the surface in that previous game against Nepal. They did see that the ball was doing a bit, ended up losing 2 early wickets in that first game. So would want to utilize the experience of Saurav Netrawalkar and Rushil Ugarkar early on. I'll be very keen to watch Rushil come in and bowl the new one.
Edged and taken. You talk about experience from Saurabh Netrawalkar, and he delivers in the very first over. Big impact as Alishan Sharfu will have to walk back.
Yeah, massive dent in the UAE plans. This one was moving away from the right-hander, trying to very tentatively play that shot. Completely unnecessary when you have 2 slips in position. It's just the first over. Coaches will always tell you to let the ball go if it's outside your off-stump line. Trying to toy with it, Alishan pays the price. 1 for 4, UAE 2 for 1.
Well, UAE 2 for 1 after the first over. Early success for USA and for Saurabh Netrawalkar. A brilliant setup in that first over we saw from Saurabh against Alishan Sharfu. And that brings a debutant into the middle, Mohammad Shadad, another young, exciting cricketer. For this format, I think he's definitely going to play an important role if he can get his basics right and get his nerves in control. First game, Neil, always a little difficult.
Yeah, first run, in fact, if you get it through.
Big wide from Rushil Agarkar, but some movement in the air, and he'll be happy to see that.
Well, indeed, first couple of deliveries, the bowlers would want to check their lines, check their lengths. Meanwhile, this delivery that got the wicket, second slip, pretty regulation, and trying to slash, paying the price for it. No, you're off stump.
Well, again, just outside off and looking to drive that Aryan Sharma. Will have to be very careful in the first few overs with 2 slips in place. This is a perfect setup, and they'll have to be wary of the movement in the air, Neil.
Well, yeah, early on we've seen movement on this deck, off the deck as well. And both these bowlers, one full of experience, Saurabh Netrawalkar, and Rushil here with youthful exuberance.
Yeah, this is going to be a good contest. Now, both these cricketers are young, exciting. We've seen what Rushil can offer with the new ball. Got a wicket in the very first over against Nepal. Today it was different approach from USA, getting Saurabh to bowl against Alishan Sharfu. So clearly there's planning that goes behind the scenes, and for every batter there's a man-marking kind of strategy that comes into play. We see that a lot in football, and nowadays that's the matchup that we see in cricket as well, Neil.
Well, I completely agree with you. Every team travels with an analyst, and the core job of the analyst is to go through tons and tons of footages of the players that they're going to play against, find some key points, and in the analysis meeting, sit with the team, talk them through, tell them the key pointers. We'll tell you in a brief about it.
Oh, another glorious looking shot which just finds the edge. Wicket number 2 down. The slip has been busy this morning. Rushil Agarkar amongst the wickets as well. UAE in a lot of trouble. Both the openers back in the dugout.
Well, pretty much of an action replay of sorts. Just that, the bowler this time not trying to create an angle, getting the movement off the deck. And Aryan Sharma again found fishing. Not a good sight. Not a good sight for UAE this morning as they lose the second with just 4 on board.
Right then, 4 for 2 UAE. I think this decision from USA to bowl first clearly working for them. That plan of using these early morning conditions has brought them a lot of success. Another full delivery from Rushil. He's appealing for it. And that was definitely a bump after the ball met the bat and reached the keeper. That's the wicket again.
I'll come back to that. A brilliant setup there. Must appreciate